Good morning. All right, so you should have just watched the video on slope of a line, day 3 notes. So now we're going to go ahead and try to practice. So if we go back to those steps, remember the first step is to plot the point given. So if I look at number 1 here, the information I'm given is that the slope is equal to 1. And like I said in the video, I like to go ahead and put that 1 over 1. And the point that I'm going to plot is going to be at 4, -2, which I think is exactly where the other one was. So on my coordinate plane, I'm going to move to a 4 on the x and down to -2 on the y and plot my first, whoops, it's not drawing very well. Here we go. Plot my first point. If your slope is equal to 1, that means that your next point is going to go up 1 and right 1. So from here, I'm going up 1 and right 1. So my next point would be here. Now, you don't want to leave those little lines on your graph. All you want are your 2 points. And then you're going to connect your 2 points to make your line. Whoops. And all lines have arrows on the ends. Number 2, slope equals 4. I'm going to plot my first point at -1, -4. So like I said, I always like to put that 4 over 1. That very clearly tells me that I'm going to go up 4 and right 1. So I'm going to move to -1 on the x, which is here, and then down to -4 on the y. So that point is going to go here. Now from there, my slope is 4, so I'm going to go up 4 and right 1. So up 1, 2, 3, 4, and right 1. So my next point will be right there at 0, 0. I'm going to erase all those other marks that I made. The only marks you should have left on your graph when you're finished are your 2 points and your line. So on paper, we would use a straight edge to help ourselves draw a straight line. On the iPad, it's a little trickier. All right, number 3, the slope is 7, and my first point is at -3, 1. So that means 7 over 1. So I'm going to go up 7 and right 1. -3, 1. -3 on the x is here, and +1 on the y is here. So where those 2 lines intersect is going to be my first point. I'm going to erase those little hash marks I made. So from there, this is going to be a very, very steep line. I would not want to climb this mountain. So from here, I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and right 1. So my next point is going to be right here. So you're going to connect your points together, draw your line, like that. Okay, now this one looks a little bit different because the slope is equal to 1/2, and your first point is going to be at 0, 2. But remember, if that slope is 1/2, that means that you're going to go up 1 and then right 2. So 0 on the x, that means I'm going to stay right here in the center, and I'm going to go up to 2 on the y. So there's my first point. If my slope is equal to 1/2, I'm going up 1 and to the right 2. So my second point would be here. I'm going to erase all the other marks that I made to help myself figure out where my points are going to go. Why isn't my eraser working? And then I'm going to connect those 2 points to draw a line. All right, number 5, we're halfway finished. Slope equals -2, and this first point is at 3, -1. So if the slope is -2, that means I'm going to go down 2 and to the right 1. So my first point is at 3, -1. So find 3 on your x, find -1 on your y. Where 3 and -1 meet is going to be your first point. So from here, I'm going to go down 2, So down 1, down 2, and to the right 1. Remember we said that very first day of notes, if you have a negative slope, your line should be going down from left to right, which this line is going down from left to right. Slope equals -3, and our first point is going to be at 4, 2. So a slope of -3, I'm going to put -3 over 1. So I'm going to go down 3 and right 1. So let's find 4, 2. I'm going to go to 4 on the x. I'm going to go to 2 on the y. So where 4 and 2 meet, that's going to be my first point. I'm going to erase the little marks that I made to help myself. So your slope is -3. So we're going to go down 1, down 2, down 3, and right 1. Oops, right 1. So our second point will be here. So our line should look like that. Again, it's a little messy on the iPad, kind of hard to draw a straight line with the stylus, but doing the best I can. Okay, we just got 2 left. So if the slope is -2/3, remember in the notes, it said the negative sign goes with the y. So we're going to go, so I'm going to move that negative up to the 2. So this means that I'm going to go down 2 and right 3. And my first point is at 1, 0. So I'm going to move to 1 on the x, and I'm going to stay right here at 0 on the y. So 1, 0 is right there. So from here, I'm going to go down 2, so down 1, down 2, and to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. So my second point will be here. Connect your 2 points to draw a line. Oopsies. Sorry, make sure both your points stay on your line, like that. All right. Last one says no slope. And all I know is that my first point is at -1, -1. So I'm going to go to -1 on the x, go to -1 on the y. Now remember when I did the video just before this, the day 3, I reminded you guys that no slope means that you're going to have a vertical line. So if this is going to be a vertical line, you could really put a point anywhere on that -1 on the y. So I'm just going to pick a random point here and draw my vertical line. All right, that is it, boys and girls. Make sure to email if you need some help.